Hello everyone! Welcome back to the Medium Rare for Two podcast. I am Ray, your host, and here with me are very special guest host natin for this episode of our recap of Drag Race Philippines Station Royale. Okay, so guys, would you like to introduce yourselves?
No way.
Bakla!
Charot! Hi! My name is Salmonella. I am your diabetic diva. Yes. Yun lang.
Magpakilala ka naman. So, saan ka nagpo-perform? What are the other things that we need to know about Salmonella?
Yun lang po. Charing! No! Sa pa-perform ako sa mga spa. Charing! Eme! Ibang performance pala. Eme lang! Eme! No. Hi! I perform at Rampa every Wednesdays and Fridays. Yun. yun. Tapos lately, maaga ako magpo-promote ako. Okay lang. Lately, I'm into theater na, yeah. So, I'm having my first theater play every weekend from September 2021, 27, 28, and then October 4 and 5. So, if you're free, daan po kayo sa Cafe Shiloh. Shorts and Briefs sa 11th season na po yung etong current season namin. 6 plays siya. It's a festival of shorts and briefs na plays. So 15 minutes lang to per plays. So 6 plays kami in total. So yung ticket is 750. So one ticket, you'll be able to watch 6 plays already. So sana makanood kayo. So please follow Exena PH on FB and IG for more details and for ticket purchases. So sana makanood kayo. It's first time. Sana masundan pa and sana manganak pa siya ng mga projects. And may upcoming movie rin ako. Pero hindi ko pa pwedeng i-reveal kasi nagte-taping pa. So, very soon, pwede natin i-release. Yan lang.
And of course, for the third time, I am JR. And it's always my pleasure to be here.
Ang short and sweet naman si Bakla, no? Anyway, Salmonella, congratulations. So, first starring role mo sa isang play.
Yes.
Itong sinabi mo kanina.
Yes.
And then, first film.
Yes.
Okay. So, we will be looking forward to that. Hopefully, yung viewers and listeners natin can attend. And also watch eventually kapag na-release ng film. Alright. So let's get right into it, no? Okay, Drag Race Philippines Station Royale Episode 7.
Yes.
The Lollapalooza episode. Okay? So yeah, before we go into what happened this episode, let's talk about yung parang medyo mainit-init pa na nangyari sa episode 6 nung nagkaroon ng eksena si Siam Fusino. So days later, like parang after having processed everything, nabasa natin kung ano yung mga komento online, how do we feel about yung nangyari? Like yung supposed mental breakdown or witchcraft, quote and unquote, dito kay Siam. May nagbago ba? Do we feel the same way?
Well, one thing's for sure, if you're inside Drag Race kasi, it's a pressure-laden competition kasi. It's a pressure-laden show. And it's a reality show. So, whatever happens inside talaga will take a toll on everybody's mental health, physical health. So, yeah, we really can't tell and judge agad-agad if we aren't, included sa filming and everything kapag wala ka talaga sa loob. Sabi nga nila, di ba, parang hindi mo malalaman ng isang bagay kung di ka naman part. And tayo, we're just watching. We are watching a TV show na produced.
Yeah.
Heavily produced na ginawa to garner ratings, to garner business and everything.
It elicits certain responses from viewers.
Yes, oo. So, ako, kumaga everyone's point in the show was valid. Venus's points were valid. Siam's points were valid. And I think nasa ano lang yan nasa perspective na it's a TV show. Parang as fans, as audience, kalmahan natin yung mga queens kasi parang it's a TV show. It's a reality TV show and it's supposed to be that way. It's edited in some way, it's produced. So, kalmahan natin yung mga queens. Just like in any other season then, in any other franchise. So, iyon. Kalmahan natin ang mga nangyayari. Huwag tayo masyadong padalos-dalos. Oo, tayong mga audience at viewers. No? Kasi, parang yung nangyari din before kay Kitty, kay Arizona, ganyan. So, parang, girls, parang guys, come along. It's a TV show. Parang gano'n, ano? Yun.
Yeah, like parang, and also, kung makikita niyo yung mga posts nila, Venus and Siam, they're okay. They're both okay with each other. And kayo na wala naman kayo dun sa filming and walang relationship at all with the queens, makareact kayo ng ganyan. Nakakaloka, di ba?
Yeah.
Anyway, Jay, ikaw, meron ka bang maidagdag dun?
Because I was looking forward for the Lollapalooza and I didn't feel like something is missing. So I actually forgot about Siam already. My bad. I'm sorry, Siam. Love you.
Huge shade bar.
Yeah. So, forgettable pala si Siam. Sir, kaloka, in-invite ko pa man din yan. Sabi niya sa October daw, pupunta siya dito, lagot ka.
Go! Ay, may mabait si Siam. Sobrang bait ni Siam. Tapos, ayan, I've worked with Siam twice already. Nung nandito siya sa Philippines nung nag-premiere. Tapos, she's very grateful. Sobra. Tsaka, nakakausap ko siya sa messages. Sa Instagram. She's very grateful. She's very appreciative of everyone here in the Philippines. Plus, tuwang-tuwa siya na ang daming na-LS sa kanta niya na hanggang rally ginagamit siya nung nakaraang rally, no? So, nakalimutan na lahat yung rift between Venus and Siam. Pero ang naalala talaga nila yung kanta ni Siam na ginamit niya sa rally natin dito, which is Dapat Lang. Yon!
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we love you, Siam. No?
Yes!
Yun yung bottom line. Okay, so yeah, pag-usapan na natin yung kaganapan dito, specifically sa Lollapalooza episode, no? So, let's get into the mini challenge, a reading challenge with a twist. So, ang direction for the queens here are, kailangan ang reading nila ay, yung mechanics. So, parang yung tawag dito, read mo sa future nitong taong binabasa mo or iinsultuhin mo or whatever. Yeah, so who did we think was the funniest in this challenge? Oo nga pala, hindi niya doon.
Jay intentionally skipped the mini challenge. Oo, kasi wala naman daw siyang Nilaglag. Hindi. Eto na nga, ako na nga lang. Eto kasi si Jay well, in the past 3 seasons ng Drag Race, wala talaga ang Pinoy sa reading, sa klase ng reading challenge ng Drag Race. Pero kung laitan at laitan lang din naman, ay ang galing-galing ng Pinoy dyan. Diba? Kasi we do it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And madalang kasi sa atin yung pikon kapag naglalaitan tayo on a regular basis, especially when we're friends, no? Pero sa Drag Race kasi pag nagre-reading challenge, wala yung mga bading. Pero at this version ng mini challenge, parang have naman most of the Pinoys except hindi. Hindi magda-drop name. Promise. Pero the funniest was, I think, Suki and Yuha. Well, Yuha is always funny. Kahit wala pa siyang ginagawa, nakakatawa na si Bakla. Makita ko pa lang si Yuha, tumatawa na ako. Char! Char!
Makikita Nakita mo pala yung wig niya pag ano ka na.
Putang inang wig yan, gago. Naiinis ako, mama, libre kitang wig. Palitan mo lang yung wig na yan. Utang na loob.
Yeah, so okay, so that was the mini challenge, no? And yeah, let's get into the maxi challenge. Is it lip sync Lollapalooza Slation Smackdown for the whatever battle royale? Anyway, kung ano man yung pangalan ng mismong segment. Let's talk about if we agree dun sa pinik ni Mama Pao as winners per pair ng lip sync. Okay? So yeah, so for the first pair we have Suki Doll and Yua to the tune of Goddess or Goddess ni Sasha Colby, who is also one of the guest judge of this episode alongside Season 1 winner Precious Paula Nicole, or as Brigading or Viñas call her, Pressure Paula Nicole. Anyway, di ba nag-work ka sa Rampag? Nakaka-pressure ba si Miss Precious o hindi naman?
Oo. Lalo na kapag, hindi kasi, working with the Divine Divas din kasi. Tapos especially, nakatuto kasi sila sa drag.
Okay.
Since sila yung drag queens ng mga boss namin. So sila in charge sa aming mga drag. So, syempre, nakaka-pressure sila kapag nandyan sila kasi they've done it all already and they keep doing good sa careers nila. So ikaw, syempre mape-pressure ka na they're giving you space, they're giving you a platform, they're giving you work, tapos ang ipapakita mo tae-tae lang. So syempre for me, gusto ko naman na ipakita sa kanila na tama yung pagkuha nila sa akin, tama yung choice nila na pasweldohin ako on a regular basis, ganun. So, nakakatuwa. Nakakatuwa and nakaka-pressure din in a good way. Pressure in a good way na I have to up my game. I have to everyday level up my visuals, and then my skills, gagalingan ko palalo. Para una, syempre, hindi ako mawala ng trabaho. Kasi syempre, just like any other job, pag hindi mo ginalingan, talagang liligwaking ka di ba? And syempre, just to prove na hindi mali yung decision nila na kunin ako, na I can bring something to the table na hindi nila makikita sa iba. Yun.
Okay. Alright, so nothing but nice things to say about Miss Precious, no? Smells like gusto niya ng Christmas bonus or salary increase.
Tama po kayo. Tama po kayo. Sorry.
Charot lang po. Anyway, yeah, first pair, Suki at saka Yua, no? Si Suki ang pinili ni Mama Pao na winner ng lip sync. Do we agree with that?
I think yes. As I observed kay Yua, no, she let the other queen shine. So on this specific lip sync, she made Suki Doll as the goddess. And she always pointing her head like that, na parang like, you are the goddess and I'm here to support you. She's always that Yua that is mothering, I guess. And Suki Doll deserves to win. So yeah.
Ako, I believed na
Go!
Kinakabahan ako sa mga sasabihin ko, no? Kasi baka balikan ako. Pero, tanginang podcast to. Mapapahamak pa ata ako, ladies and gentlemen.
If it's too harsh, I'm gonna cut it out.
De,
Joke
wala.
lang, hindi ko ikakat.
De, wala. Wala lang cut-cut dito. De, as someone na sanay mag-judge sa mga baranggayan, kasi lagi tayo nakukuha sa mga baranggayan eh. Tsaka, as someone na nag-cartel, na nag-drag cartel, at palagi nanonood ng drag cartel, parang nagkulang ako sa nakita ko with Suki Doll and Yuha. Parang I expected more from the international queens, so the level of star power and performance level. I think parang nagkulang ako sa energy, but between the two, I do agree na Suki Doll won kasi nga tama si Jay. Yuha kept on fading in the background. Parang naging backup dancer siya ni Suki doll. Na parang, okay, ikaw mag-shine. E di, for Suki, go. Eto ako. Parang ganun yung nangyari. So I think, tama lang na Suki doll won.
Yeah, I agree. Kasi parang naging side character siya doon.
Yes.
Like parang supposedly dapat siya yung tinutukoy ng song na goddess. But instead, she made Suki feel like she's the only goddess in this on stage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Going to the second pair of lip syncers, Brigiding and Vinyas. Yeah. What do we think of this lip sync? Jay, would you like to go first? Okay. Salmonella na ulit. Pinapagod mo yung guest na.
Okay, marami siyang, she has a lot to say, so...
Ano yan?
She has a lot to say, so she deserves it.
Oh, deserve mo daw.
Wala po ako masasabi sa round na to kasi parehas ko po silang boss. So, thank you po. Charot! Nakakainis po. Hindi, ang hirap naman magsalita. I think it should have been double shante. Charing! Parang kang nagpapabango sa mga boss. Hindi. Totoo lang naman din kasi parang equal yung energy na binigay ni Briggs and ni Vinyas. No, Vinyas went camp with the number. But I think Brigiding really gave a star performance.
Mhm.
Parang gano'n ang naging ano ko. Parang masyadong nilaro ni Vinyas with all the tricks, with all the ano, na parang parang masyado ng parang naging props competition.
Okay.
Parang ganun. Parang lagi sinasabi sa cartel sa amin, na parang lip sync ito, hindi ito props competition. Ganun. Shit, kinakabahan ako sa comment ko na to. Pero yeah, hindi. Pero parehas naman nilang give. And nakakaaliw din. With Venus kasi, kahit maglabas siya ng marami, nakakaaliw kasi si Mama. Na kahit ano gawin niya, nakakaaliw. But siguro, ang hinahanap nga din talaga ng judges was lip sync. Kasi nga it's a lip sync Lollapalooza. So siguro doon lang nadali si Venus ni Briggs. And just to commend, ang ganda ng costume. Ang ganda ng look ni Brigiding. Kaya na ko pa sinasabi, off-cam, kasi we were watching, sinasabi ko, laging ang ganda ng choice ni Brigiding pag sa lip sync performances. The bodysuit, the tassel na makinang, tapos with the lights sa stage, talagang puputok siya, and then konting galaw, sumusunod yung tassel sa galaw ni Brigiding. Such a bold move, and it was a smart choice. So siguro mas naka-add pa yon sa pagiging show. Kasi Brigiding is a showgirl talaga.
Yeah.
As in, ever since. Since Obar days, pre-Drag Race, watching Brigiding sa Obar before, showgirl. As in.
Yeah. And I think dito sa lip sync na to, ko siya nakita na pinaka-confident
Yes.
ever. Like sa panonood ko ng Drag Race Philippines, yung season 1 lang of course, and dito sa Station Royale, no? And yeah, and I think pareho lang tayo ng almost ng thoughts. Feeling ko neck on neck. But I guess for me lang kaya siguro si Brigiding yung nanalo kasi I think may point tong lip sync na parang na-stuck yung hair ni Venus dun sa blower. And ako when I watched that the first time, parang I felt uneasy. And I think the viewer shouldn't feel that when watching a lip sync. It's supposed to be fun or immersive. It should feel good. Anyway, yun lang naman. Technical, pero I'm not sure if that's the right comment for that. Anyway, yeah, I agree. Si Brigiding din yung choice here. How about you, Jay?
Yeah, I agree as well na si Brigiding yung nanalo sa lip sync, and it's somehow a redemption for Brigiding, knowing Vinyas got a higher placement dun sa season 1 ng Drag Race, and it's something na she wants to prove that she can do more and she can go head to head with Vinyas.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so Brigiding din. Okay. Anyway, sino yung next natin mga mamshi? Si Kiana at saka si Arizona. And ang song nila ay Boom, 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 boom. Ayok, napapakanta ko pero boom, 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 boom.
I want you in my room. Yung mga batang 90s. Sorry, tatanda na talaga namin dito.
Yeah, actually, of all the songs, that's the only song I know. So,
By wait lang, Venga Boys.
Venga
or,
Boys.
Okay.
If the viewers, ang mga kasabayan niyang kanta yung yung 5, 6, 7, 8, no, baby. Kasabayan niya.
But Aqua ba yun? Or ano din, Venga Boys? Hindi.
Steps.
Step, okay, British group?
Oo.
I think so, okay. Kiana and Arizona, balik tayo dun sa lip sync nila. A campy song, no? So I expected Arizona to do well in this lip sync, so which she did, and
Yes.
and I believe na tama yung choice ni Mama Pao na siya yung nanalo dito sa performance challenge na to, sa lip sync challenge na to. How about you guys?
I think on this is the battle between two first runner-ups. Drag Race Season 2, Philippines Season 2 and Season 3. And I know that Kiana will perform well on this because yung mga stunts niya, di ba? She's good with the stunts and she's known for it. And Arizona knowing for being their reveal queen. I think Kiana pushed herself too much. Na masyado siyang na-pressured kay Arizona, and like she said, she did the mostest that she can, but people noticed it na parang nahihirapan siya, and she's doing a lot of things that really not necessary. And I do agree na si Arizona this time nanalo sa match nila with Kiana.
Also, it's as if the song was really meant for Arizona. Parang, it's a fun song. Tama yung sinabi ni Yuha backstage, is the workroom. Kiana was too serious about the song na masyado niyang sinaya, masyado niyang in-stance, while Arizona was clearly having fun.
Okay. Okay lang.
Okay.
Wait. Nag-podcast pa pero okay lang yung masasabi.
Okay.
Wait, how to properly segue to the next talking point ba, Char? Anyway, ngayon
Diretso lang.
Yeah, but of all the three lip syncs, I the most lip sync I love is the one with Kiana and Arizona.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, okay. Ang sa akin naman yung favorite ko, and also magkakaroon pa ng mga lip syncs after, 'di ba? Yung kay Venus and kay Brigading yung pinaka-fave ko kasi that was super fun. Like parang habang nasa loob ako ng kwarto, nanonood ako ng live nitong show na to, na yung jowa ko nasa labas na go work, naririnig daw niya akong tumatawa at sumisigaw na malakas kasi parang super laugh out loud sa akin ng performance ng dalawang baklang yun. So anyway, yeah, yun yung favorite ko. Okay, so let's talk about yung next performance natin. I think a battle between the three previous winners, no? So Suki versus Brigading versus Arizona to a Sylvie song. Did we remember kung ano yung name ng song na yun?
Queen.
Okay, so Queen by Sylvie. What are our thoughts on this? Did Mama Pao pick the right winner, who is Brigading?
Well, first of all, I have to be honest, hindi ko kilala si Sylvie. Oo. I don't know the song. And wala lang. Siguro, I just wished for, hindi ko alam kung tama ba tong comment na to, pero I just wish na medyo more upbeat, more famous song. I don't know, siguro technicalities na lang din ng royalties or whatever. Pero yeah, medyo underwhelming yung song. The performance was good. It was really a fight for the win, and for me, Brigading clearly won that. But Arizona gave her a run for her money. What a run for her money! Gisera! Daming alam! Hindi, pero I just wish another song for it. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Sylvie. I don't know you and also you don't know me. Yes. Pero yeah, sana yung mga kanta na lang. Yun lang.
So nag-agree din ako kay Brigading yung right choice for the winner
Yeah.
here. Although like parang unlike you, mas feeling ko ang runner-up dito si Suki. Like feeling ko masyadong na-echapuera si Arizona in this round. Which I don't like seeing kasi I love Arizona. Actually, going into the season, she's my fave to win it all. Anyway, yeah. Alright, so nanalo si Brigading and in-announce si Mama Pao na aside from winning yung cash prize for this Maxi Challenge, she will also be given a responsibility or a power, yung Golden Balut, para ibigay yon sa isa sa mga bottom 3 queens, and that queen will be saved from lip-syncing for their life if maibigay sa kanya yung Golden Balut. Alright? So yeah, let's go into the untucked exenas here. So deliberation and whatnot. Okay, so nag-plead ng case si Yua, si Venus, and si Kiana. Alright? And then, Venus, sabi lang niya track record, which is yun yung basis or ng decision making dapat ng queens. Sabi nila a couple of episodes, ganun daw dapat. And then si Yua, sabi niya she's her drag is different and nagme-merit yon ng reason for her to be saved and advance to the next episodes. And lastly si Kiana, which is very surprising actually. Wag daw siyang i-save at ang i-save daw, so inunahan niya si Yua. I-save daw niya si Venus kasi nga track record para for fairness and whatever. Tapos, dapat daw silang dalawa ni Yua yung mag-lip sync for their life. Ayun. So, and ang ending, si Brigading binigay niya kay Venus yung Golden Balut, which saved her from lip syncing for her life. Do we agree with that decision?
For drama's sake, how I'd wish na si Venus, I mean, or Venus and Kiana. Wala lang, for drama's sake. Pero, I'm happy na si Venus yung sinave kasi Team Venus ako. Tsaka Team Brigading. Siyempre, mga boss ko lang. Pero yeah. Pero matagal ko na, siguro morbid ko lang. Parang how I wished na it was two Pinay girls. Wala, sorry. Parang, parang, paano kaya? Oo, paano kaya? Gusto ko mag-gag yung fans. Gusto ko magkaroon ng rockers. Parang ganon. Tapos, pati magdo-double shanty kaya si Mama Pao. Ano kaya pwede mangyari? Anong possibilities? Anong scenario? So, yun lang. At the back of my mind, yun yung mga, kasi I'm, as in parang panteleserye talaga yung utak ko. So, yun. Pero, agree naman na save si Venus. Kasi nga, di ba kanina, parang it was really a close fight between Brigading and Venus. So, if not for the balut, sana double shante yung lip sync nila yun. Pero yeah, how I'd wish talaga it was two Pinay girls. Kahit sino man sa mga Pinay girls yun nandun. Para lang drama, para lang, alam mo yun, ma-milk. Sayang kasi yung airtime. Yun.
Wait lang, meron pala tayong like nakalimutang pag-usapan yung plead ni Yua, yung emotional moment with her. And
Wag na, out naman na siya eh. Wag na, eliminated naman eh. Tara!
yeah, so I really felt for Yua when she was pleading her case dun sa Untucked sa couch. No, kasi like parang I get what she's saying and somehow I think maraming makaka-relate dito. Like parang gusto lang nating makita tayo ng mga tao. We just want to be seen, to be appreciated. So, yeah, and coming from a season where she is an early out, like parang second or third, naalis na siya starting nung season 10. I really do feel for her. And coming from a win as well, nung Snatch elections, she must be feeling high after that win, and then to be in the bottom and be at risk of getting sent home, which, she was. Pero yeah, at that moment talagang na-touch ako at I want her to be saved, to be honest. Over Kiana and Viñas. Pero love ko yung dalawang yun over Yua. Pero dahil lang dun sa niya, sa pleading niya, kaya ako nasabi yun. Anyway.
So you wanted Kiana or Venus to be out rather than Yuha?
No, I did not say that. I love both.
Kakasabi mo lang kanina na para,
Oh, wait lang. Okay, so without thinking of the consequence, makapag-steer ng pot si Maka. Nakakainis.
Are you with House of Ding?
Oh my God, baka hindi na ako papasukin sa rampa sa next na punta ko nito. No, anyway, dahil lang doon, na na-touch lang ako. Pero anyway, yeah, so, nag-lip sync si Yua and Kiana kasi ang pinili ni Brigiding ay si Viñas, not to be saved. She was given the golden balut, no? And yeah, but yeah, let's go into the lip sync between Kiana and Yua. And for a very first for any franchise on Drag Race, so they are lip syncing to a live performance. Yung mga performers mismo, yung Lola Amor nasa stage. Okay? So before we talk about yung performance itself nung Queens, how do we feel about this? Kasi to be honest, I have mixed opinions na live performer magpo-perform sa stage tapos yung Queens mag-lip sync to that. Jay, would you like to share your opinion on this?
I think it's an add-on challenge. So, it's in another level and it shows na Drag Race Philippines is showing Asians' excellence. So, and always we step up on, what we bring on the table or what we show the world. So, I think that's the positive side of it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. How about you, Miss Salmonella?
ang gwapo ng Lola Amor. Yun lang. Ang gwapo nila. Lalo yung... Hindi, gwapo kayo naman. Huwag ka magsaselos, Ben. Huwag masyadong seloso, ha? Pero, ang gwapo ng Lola Amor. Ako, nadadraw ako sa lead vocal. So, yun. Like... Ay! If you're watching this, call me. 0920. Tsare! Ang tanda nung call me, tapos magbibigay ng number. Follow mo na lang ako sa... Chat mo ako sa Telegram. SN02922. Pasahan mo ako ng nudes. Charing! Emela! Basta yun. Hindi, yun. Ang gwapo nila. Yun lang masasabi ko. Tsaka, wala. Ang innovation nung live lip sync, wala akong masasabi, kundi ang gwapo ng Lola Amor.
Pa-safe po siya. Okay.
Promise, ang gwapo talaga nila. Parang sarap jawain.
Anyway, yeah, for me, in my honest opinion, it didn't really add to the performance of the two drag queens. Okay, tapos halata pa yung post na nilapatan lang ng ibang vocals, not the live song. So yung parang, I feel like dinaya ako. Ayun. And also, if they wanna commit to the bit, dapat hindi nila pinakita yung part na habang nagli-lip sync to the words yung queens at yung vocalist, hindi kumakanta. Alam mo yun? So parang yung mga ganong klaseng edit lang, kahit konti lang char. Anyway, yeah. And also, yung at risk of the live performer, singer, ad-libbing. Kasi singers tend to do that, di ba, on stage. So, that could be a disadvantage to the queens performing. So, for me lang naman, pwede namang hindi. Pero yeah, a first for Drag Race, okay, sige, innovation. Lip sync performance ni Kiana at saka ni Yua. What do we think of this lip sync?
Congrats, Kiana. Hindi. Well, it was really Kiana's taking. Right from the very beginning. It was really Kiana's song. Naibawi niya yung pagka-seryoso at yung pagka-fierce performer niya. Kasi yung sa boom boom boom, hindi gumana yung pagiging atake niya eh. But with this song na surprisingly ang ganda pala, partner. Tama, di ba?
Yes, partner. Sobrang ganda.
Pinagmamasdan na lang kasi ni Jay yung sarili niyang muscle sa screen. Tiyara! Hindi.
Flex mo nga.
Flex mo nga.
Yes.
Sorry.
May pa-armpit. Shit. Anyway, but basta, it was Kiana's for the taking. And then really, Yuha faded in the background. Unfortunately, Mama really faded in the background. Hindi siya nakasabay sa energy ni Yuha. Si Yuha hindi nakasabay sa energy ni Kiana. And ang gwapo ng Lola Amor. Isa pa, ang gwapo po ng Lola, yung lead vocal. Thank you so much. Chat mo ako, be. Charing!
Yeah, actually, it's my first time to hear the song, You Misbehave, and I like the beat, and I like the song, and I like everything about it. And ayun nga, as expected with Kiana, she will do a lot of stunts, which this time worked for her, and everything is on point. So, ayun na hindi na nakasabay si Yua. Yeah.
Yes, si Kiana talaga yun, clearly. But I wanna commend Yua for yung gimmick ng lines or a line of coke. That was very funny, and we'd never seen that
Really?
on the Drag Race
So
stage. Ano
on
ba?
stage, on stage.
And also in gusto ko yung pinupush mo talaga.
Insulin. Okay.
Okay, hindi ko pa talaga siya nakita even in person. Okay?
Meron akong dala.
Joke daw. May pakasabihin din.
Makabatok pa tayo dito.
Okay lang. Yung matutokak naman, di na nga makakalabas ng
Correct. Ano? Deserve naman na nandoon na lang siya sa ano.
May bago nga pangalan nilaglag sa dalawa, di ba?
Bumaba na daw yung arrest warrant, tama ba?
Oo.
Wait, ang confirm kasi di ko ba nakita yung sa Bato.
Oo, si Bato tsaka si Aguirre. Hello po, hello The Hague. Oo, nahanap na kayo dun, check in na daw.
Oh my God, we love that for us Filipinos. Finally, sana matuloy ang pagkakakulong sa kanilang lahat.
Yeah. Some good things.
Parang
Anyway,
malungkot ka naman doon, partner.
partner, baka meron ka gustong i-reveal sa amin, charot lang.
Wala,
I-defend mo yung sarili mo sa accusations namin.
I'm just so sad about the typhoon and the floods and the rallies and everything. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sad kasi yung for the Filipinos, no? Na nakasadlak dahil sa corruption, pero not sad because yung rally is happening. I actually love that. Yung typhoon, yes, of course, very sad. Kasi lagi may na-apektuhan, may namamatay, nawawalan ng mga kabahayan. Yeah, okay. Medyo nalihis na tayo sa ating
Talaga ba?
topic.
Chaos.
Ano naman topic natin? Yung maglilinya na ba tayo? Sarap!
Sa Ipul Boss.
May dala talaga ako na kasashay. Oo, good items. Taga-Pasay kasi, good items.
Good item ba talaga pag galing Pasay?
Oo naman.
Pagkaling Cubao.
Class A. Alam nyo, ladies and gentlemen, hindi na ako pababalik sa podcast na to. Wala nang podcast ang magbabalik sa akin talaga sa ingay ko.
Hindi,
We love noise kapag ganito mga podcast, di ba?
Yeah, actually, feeling ko ito yung pinaka, masaya na nag-record ako ng podcast. Hindi kita pinaplastic to, B.
Masaya ka na yan.
Lang ako, perpetually sad boy lang yung face, but I am very happy.
Perpetually sad boy!
Nakakainis sa mga ini-invento kong no phrases.
Perpetually.
Tapos na yung
Pero we love you here. We love you here.
Tapos na yung punchline eh.
We love your Salmonella kasi we love, person na maraming sinasabi kasi hindi kami nape-pressure na mag-isip kung ano sasabihin namin. So,
Thank you, Jay, for that backhanded compliment.
Wait, ang feeling ko kaya in-skip yung mini challenge kasi hindi niya magigets yung jokes. Charot na.
Okay, may sarili kaming mini challenge ng reading dito. Okay, doon tayo
Akala ko
reading tayo
charing lang, naman. Anyway, na tayo, wait lang. Let's get back on track. Okay. We love the chaos, but we wanna make sure that Salmonella will get to her gig on time.
Habain pa natin. Alam mo guys, yung jowa niya nandun sa kwarto nila nagtatrabaho. Ewan ko, siguro pag alis ko, mag-aaway sila ng jowa niya. Ano ba naman yung kinuha niyo? Guys, ang ingay-ingay. Nagtatrabaho ako. Ngayon, mag-LQ na sila, tapos maghihiwalay na sila dahil sa akin.
Parang that escalated quick. Ibang kwento na naman po ito. Anyway. Yeah, so Kiana won and Yua was sent packing. The end.
Bye! Thank you so much! Thank you for watching Medium Rare for 2. This has been... Ang dami nangyari, gano'n lang magtatapos. Tangin lang yun.
Hindi. And of course, ano ba yung mga pa-eme na pwede nating sabihin when a queen gets eliminated?
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Okay, we're sad to see you go.
Are we?
Well, parang ganun.
Are
We're so
we?
sad. No, of course we are. Pero someone has to go home and it's you. Yeah.
Bye, ma.
Yeah, it has been a good run for you for reaching like episode 7 for Drag Race Philippines Station Royale.
Yeah, especially parang second or third out siya sa season 10 and this is a redemption for her with 1 win actually. Wag na lang natin alalahanin yung previous episodes
And
na performance.
we see you, Yua. You've been good. Congratulations.
Yes, and also na-appreciate ko pala na nag-post siya in solidarity with the Filipinos during the rally nung 21st and also yung pagdagsa ng typhoons the past couple of days. So yeah, kudos talaga. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, Yuha, for everything. Tangina nyo naman, seryoso ko nagtitake you kay mama eh. Hindi. In some way, nafe-feel ko rin kasi si Yuha kasi Yuha is also a host like me. Madalang kaming as host kasi minsan madalang kaming magkaroon ng chance noon na mag-perform. And sa community kasi natin, sa audiences, lalo sa audiences, minsan may mga pagkakataon kasi na hindi view yung hosting as a real talent. Kumbaga parang, host lang yan. Deadma, most of the audiences, most of the fans, deadma sa mga drag host. So, in some way, nafe-feel ko yung drama moment ni Mama Yuha for this episode na hindi siya nakikita, na ganon. Kasi, prior to Station Royale, aside from hosting, she's been creating a lot of content online. Yung bootleg opinions, tapos may mga moments siya. Kasi I follow her talaga. May mga content siya na lumalabas siya sa streets, in drag, asking people, ganon. So, talagang content creator si Mama. And for her na sabihin dito sa episode na she just wanted to be seen and for her art, for her drag, really resonated with me na parang oo nga kasi I feel the same way kasi ako hindi naman ako nagsasayaw, hindi ako stunt queen, hindi ako madalang ako magkaroon ng chance na mag-perform. Lagi akong hosting, lagi akong nagpapatawa on mic. And sometimes I also feel the same na hindi ako na-value, na-appreciate ng ibang tao, lalo na the regular Drag Race fans. Kasi I'm just a host for them. I'm just on the mic, I'm just barking a lot on mic, but they do not see the effort, the energy that that you need to go to do crowd work to keep the program alive or whatever.
It's very hard. Very hard yung ginagawa niya.
Yun, so kaya still a big congratulations to Mama Yuha. You really made all the hosts everywhere, drag hosts proud, and we see you, we love you, and goodbye, Mama. Matapos mo rin yan nagpaalam.
And yeah, I think Yua is the most eloquent so far queen that I've known, and I continually repeatedly saying na she's always mothering, supportive of all her fellow queens, and I super love her for that.
Yeah, all of that I agree. And not that you need it from us, Salmonella, but you were seen and you were appreciated.
Yeah.
Okay?
I've seen you. I've seen you.
Be, sa laki kunto, makikita mo talaga ako, be. Chari!
Okay, tama na yung ka-etchosan. Echo-san. Okay, wait lang.
Q shade button right here.
Charing lang. Totoo yun. Anyway, okay, so before we end this recap, top 5 na, no? Okay, let's make a bold prediction or whatever you wanna call it. Sino yung tingin nyong magiging top 4? Let's start with you, Ma'am Shi.
My top 4 would be Something Wong. Mother
Top 4 to be eliminated.
Yun yung
Top-
bold.
top 4 from the bottom. Cha! Ang hirap naman. Parang gusto ko hindi. Personal pick ko talaga was Suki, Brigading, Vinyas, and low-key gusto ko ng top 5 sa finale. Promise. Walang tapon eh. Walang tapon. Oo. Mahirap kasi pag namili kasi may mga magtatampo kasi. Oo, no. So, low-key top 5 na lang sa finale.
Okay. Sige, ibigin na natin sa kanya to. O ikaw, sino yung top 4 mo? Okay.
It's really hard to choose kasi they have different things to offer, and they're all very excellent queens. And yeah, I would want to have all the Pinays to be on the top 4, but it won't be an international drag show anymore if they're gonna be battling with each other lang, among Pinays lang. If ever, if ever, top 4 ko, based on track record, with number 1 would be Brigading, who's always on top. Vinyas is always doing a very excellent performance, and to give more dynamics and inclusion for the Asian royal thingy, Sukidol. And lastly, between Arizona and Kiana, I love them both, but but I'm still rooting for Kiana to be on top 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're saying that Suki Doll is a diversity hire in the batch? Kasi sabi mo, para may maiba, para international favor. So, ganun ba yung tingin mo kay Suki Doll?
Hindi naman. Sukidol still, doing great.
Okay, so si Salmonella, ang takeaway ko lang dito sa both of your choices or predictions. Salmonella, pa-safe lang, ayaw maka-offend kasi makaka-work na itong mga to. And si Jay, diversity hire si Suki.
Oo,
Okay,
tama.
noted. Saring lang. Anyway, yeah, I agree. Yun na lang hindi nagbigay. Charot. No. Wait lang. To be honest, track record-wise, yeah, Arizona, Vinyas, Brigading, and Suki.
Sarah!
So si Kiana, naman?
So ayaw mo kay Kiana?
I'm not gonna fall for it.
Yeah, hindi. So ayaw mo kay Kiana kasi wala siya sa top 4 mo.
Siya? Hindi, of course, gusto ko siya, pero 4 lang
Bakit
yung kailangan
may pero?
pumasok eh. Kasi
Someone has to go.
ang hirap na. Pinahirapan. Charot na. Be, tingnan mo pulang-pula na. Hindi, charot lang. Top 5 din.
Mga ayaw maka-offend. Mga ayaw kasi may mga magtatampo. Tiyangga lang.
Okay, anyway. Alright, so we can probably wrap this up. Once again, I am Ray.
Rap, babalut.
Anong klaseng rap ba? Alam mo yung goal mo talaga maging 1 hour and 20 minutes tong runtime nito eh. Parang naiintindihan ko na yung goal mo dito ngayong gabi.
Ay naman, parang flex na Nasaan ako? Ako si Salmonella. Follow nyo ko Instagram tsaka TikTok at @Salmonella. Huwag sa Twitter kasi kung ayaw nyong may bumugad sa inyo habang kayo nasa public transportation vehicle, so huwag sa Twitter. Follow at your own risk sa Twitter. Yeah. Pero ganun din. Tapos sa Facebook, add nyo ako, Salmonella, para wala kayo mapapala doon. Yan, thank you so much!
And your Provinciano boy from Nueva Vizcaya. I am JR, and it's always pleasure to be here in Medium Rare for 2.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye, guys. Ayan, feeling ko kailangan pa ng close-up. Ilapit mo ba?
Ay,
Eh.
Mabang.